Hello again. We're on the third boss now and I'm still surviving. Barely. So let's go on to the third boss, which is GaraJal. This fight has a 6-minute enrage, so it's a proper check for us. And yep, this includes 2 worlds, a normal world and a spirit world, which I'll go into. It's similar to Valiona and Ferali and Heroic, if anyone ever did that, and kind of similar to, I can't remember the boss in ICC, which was the predominantly Healy fight before Sindragosa. So, let's carry on. Well, with this fight, I'm going to go on to explain the normal world first. Now, the tank that pulls and 2 other raid members will get Voodoo Doll, which is a debuff. I'll go on to how the tank's affected first. Now, Voodoo Doll lasts for a minute. Just before or after this debuff goes off the tank that pulled, he will be banished into the spirit world. The tank that's got to then taunt cannot taunt early. He has to taunt when the tank has already gone to the banished world. So you have to be on the ball with the taunting. It could lead to a sudden death if we don't take care. So to carry on then with what the tanks have to do. When the tank goes into the spirit world, you will be able to see quite a few mobs, but you want to concentrate on a Sever of Souls. Now this is because you need to kill this in 30 seconds to be transported back into the normal world. If you don't kill it in 30 seconds, you will die, which means a wipe, because we need 2 tanks for this, as you can see. So you concentrate on that, and as soon as it's dead, you come back out again. And when you come back out, you'll see the tank that's tanking, that took it off you, has Voodoo Doll, and then you'll see he gets banished to do exactly the same thing, and then you taunt, and then that is your repeat, rinse and repeat. Now there's a note for everyone in the raid that the tanks get banished into the spirit world, but it's not that easy for everyone else. Now the 2 people that get Voodoo Dolled cannot go in the spirit world until that's over. So the first totem, which can appear quite quickly, they're not going to be able to enter it. So this fight is very situational. Your raid leader is going to have to coordinate it. So you're going to have to be told you're going in the first. You're the first group to go in the spirit world as DPS and healer. So there's only so much I can tell you in this video. Now, how you get in the spirit world if you're not the tank is that a totem will appear and you'll have to kill it. And the 3 nearest people at the totem will be transported into the spirit world. Now, that's going to be planned. We need 1 healer and 2 DPS to go in there, and I'll explain why in a second. So, when you see a totem, if you are not told to go into the spirit world, you don't stand near it. If you're tanking near it, then move the boss. So you only want the 3 people. It doesn't mean you don't attack it. You want to attack it ASAP, and then they will go in. The people that go into the spirit world, now what you need to do is you'll see little shadowy minions that need to be killed. Now you need to kill these because these control how much AoE damage is on the outside. Now in the normal world there is constant AoE damage. The more of these little things inside the spirit world will cause more damage on the outside. So we want to kill all of those in a cycle. Now when you get in, your health will go to 30%, and the way that we will get out as DPS and healer is that you'll have a button appear, and it's called Return Soul. You can only activate that button and use it if you're at 100% health. So the tactic is the DPS that goes in there, you will be killing the little minions. The healer only has 30 seconds to get you up, so you've got to concentrate, and I will tell you how to do that. When you go in, the healer's going to have to use a kind of prioritization, which is if you've got a DPS in there that is straight single target damage, you heal them up first, and they get out to start DPSing the boss, and they will have your heals cause extra haste and extra resource regeneration. So that will be on yourself when you heal yourself. That will be on the DPS you heal. So the first single target DPS, you single target him, heal up, and then he kills while you're doing that, and then when that happens he goes and the DPS is the boss. So then you're left with 2 DPS. If you've got 2 single target ones, just go for one of them, they go out, and then one stays there to kill them all. But always prioritise single target over dot class. So say if a hunter and a warlock goes in, the hunter needs to be healed up first, so he can leave and go DPS a boss, and the warlock can then dot up these little lads to get them dead. Now you only have 30 seconds, so you need to keep an eye on your debuff. Both you and the remaining DPS need to get to full health so you can leave. You really want the DPS that stays to have killed all of the shadowy minions, or nearly all of them. But you do need to leave on time and make sure that you've only got 30 seconds to get everyone at full health so that can leave. Now, of course, the massive regen and massive haste is a help. So the raid leader will make sure he or she rotates who go in there, because of course it will really help the healers with their regeneration. It will really help different classes with their DPS, of course, giving loads of haste. The only problem is that if you do have Voodoo Doll on you, you can't go in. So you're going to have to be... The raid leader's got to be on the ball for this, to be honest, because they've got to direct who's going to go in, who's not going to go in. There will be teams set per raid, but it's a give or take to who's going to have Voodoo Doll or not. And that's it with the fight, really. It's actually quite a straightforward fight. The only problem is that it does have an enrage on it. So we do have to be on the ball. We do have to be using the regeneration and the haste properly. The tanks need to make sure that they taunt at the right times. And we have to make sure that we aren't dying in the spirit world. If in doubt, get out. Cheesy, but we need to do that. So, yeah, I hope this has been helpful. Thanks, guys.